Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Space Toads Mayhem. It's by Lime Vibe Games, and it's a old school sort of classic arcade bullet hell game, 2D bullet hell game, and it's currently what looks like fully released out on Steam for $4 US. I have received a key from the developer, so please keep that in mind as a disclaimer here, that I did not pay the $4. I got it from the developer, and I haven't looked at it at all yet, so let's just jump in and see how this works. I would like for my mouse to not be taking up the screen there. I am using my controller for this, since it seems like it would be the most appropriate thing. So I don't see any settings though, and I don't know if it's correct for it to be in this sort of letterboxing, but let's just see what happens as we go. So you got normal, and then everything else is locked. Okay, I gotta beat the game on normal to unlock. Alright, well, a walk in the park then. We'll beat the game if we can. Okay, so it's just right trigger to fire. And I already got an achievement. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, both triggers fire. Okay. Space spikes. Okay, B is just to do that. Okay, I'm clearing waves here. I kind of wish, honestly, that instead of the trigger is appropriate for a lot of things, but in like a shoot-'em-up game like this, I feel like I'd rather have the A button do this, but since I couldn't find any options menu, I guess I can't remap any of the keys, which I'm not really a fan of. Remap any of the controller buttons. There's a chance over there of a good drop. This is surprisingly a lot slower than I anticipated it would be. Like, my gun's hardly even... Oh, that's not what I want. Hardly even shoots here. Like, I'm kind of expecting to be able to hold down the trigger and have my gun just auto shoot, and it's every press of the trigger you need in order to make that work. Which is weird. There's this weird... It feels like it's a lag, honestly. It really does. It really feels like it's lagging with the controller. Maybe I should use WASD. Let's try it with that. WASD in space. Or, I wonder if the arrow keys work, because that would be even better. Something like this. Oh yeah, the arrow keys work. Alright, let's try it this way. See, it feels a lot less laggy with the keyboard. Yeah, it feels far more responsive here, right? Something must be up with the controller, because this is moving a lot faster now. I still don't like that I have to constantly hit the button. Like, I should be able to hold down space and have it just auto fire, but I guess we'll just have to deal with it. The space spikes really clear away, don't they? Yeah, that's not cool. Got me killed. Alright. So is there another button here that Do like a special move or something? No, I guess not. I'll get ready for power up. There we go. Sparks of the Thunder Gods. Well, this is super easy now. I mean, these aren't just power. I guess that's why it's like they make you wait for the power up, because they're so awesome that they know you're going to clear the screen in no time. Also, keeping track of my accuracy here, which is not great. I like that they have the sort of things down below, you know, tracking your accuracy and all that stuff as you go. Gives you something to shoot for. Not a huge fan of all these achievements popping off here. It kind of feels like a like one of those sort of. That's the kind of thing that like the cheap asset flips do, so you get all kinds of achievements going and all that stuff. When they just throw like 9,000 achievements at a time at you. Now it's not that bad, but still, it's kind of it's kind of weird to have just those achievements that are really not that spectacular. Oh, that's gunpowder. I thought that said gunpowder up there. I'm like, is there like a special bomb I can use? No, it's gunpowder. My gunpowder increases as I stay alive, looks like. Or as I don't get hit, I mean. Oh, space spikes. Oh, and that was it. Kills power outage. Wow. If you they should probably have an epilepsy warning on this. If you have some epilepsy, you might be dead right now. And I apologize. I didn't know that this would have a lot of flashing lights like that. That said, it does have that sort of old arcadey feel, especially even with the you know, the sound effects and everything, and even the flashing lights and stuff. It definitely feels like a classic game that you would play in an arcade or so. Kind of like a 1942 almost, except with arguably better graphics than that, and some more modern conveniences like achievements and on-screen accuracy thing and all that stuff. Get that big old score up top though. I haven't seen any score multipliers or anything either, but I guess that's your chance for a good drop. You know, you get these good drops that are so good that you end up flying through waves like there's no tomorrow here. So having score multipliers and stuff would be a little bit of an overkill, I would imagine. Go. Gun timeouts. How long is this gun timeout supposed to last? There it is. Alright, well, got our faces wrecked there. Okay, current wave is 5 of 7. Our wave cleared. Right, my gun's slightly better now. I'm taking all these real BS hits though. I kind of feel like rather than the game being... I mean, I realize this is normal difficulty and the game's not really supposed to be that difficult right now. But I kind of feel like the movement of the enemy here is a bit BS. Like it's like they're able to really hit you, even when you're down at the bottom of the screen. They're able to just kind of beeline for you and really hit almost 100% of the time, which is just a little bit weird. It's also weird that they don't like disappear when you sort of hit them and stuff. So I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Don't use the controller though, man. The controller is something. They've done something really wrong with the controller. It feels better with the arrow keys and the space bar, to shoot and all that stuff. The graphics are decent. The gameplay, though, I don't know. It's a little lackluster right now. It doesn't feel fair in a lot of ways. It feels like, I've only faced one type of enemy, so there hasn't been really any variety in enemies that I've seen. And that one type of enemy is kind of BS. Like they really, can get you from any corner of the map and just kind of fly right at you, straight on. So it doesn't feel like it feels less like a challenge and more like a endurance thing, right? It's like it's not necessarily fun. It's just how long can you put up with our shenanigans before you finally rage quit kind of thing, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, that being said, I am playing in normal mode, but they've got the other modes locked off, which I think is a bit of a mistake because I probably would have jump back and tried one of the other modes, but since it's not unlocked, all I could do is normal. Then and this is normal. I don't know what else I can do there with that. Apparently we did have apparently there is a score multiplier, but it's based on the level that you're playing at. And my accuracy there, total kills. Yeah, I don't know. I like, the 2D shmups and whatnot. But this one feels a little anticlimactic. It's got some nice visuals. It's got some good music. And it's certainly wearing its heart on its sleeve, but it's just not... it's not bringing enough to the table. It feels like it's done just the bare minimum to get like it's like when you hand in a paper at school and you just do the bare minimum of work on it just to get a D. That's kind of what this feels like. Which I hate to say that because I know a lot of effort went into it, but it's there's no variety that I've seen yet in enemies. I mean, maybe there is, maybe I have seen a variety, but I haven't realized it. Maybe I don't see it until you get past the first 7 waves, which I did once, but I don't know. It feels like there could be more put in there. You know what I mean? It just feels like there could be more to kind of soak in and bring in, and it doesn't feel like I have enough time to really to get sucked into the game. It just kind of comes in and does what it does at this point. So, this has been Space Toad's Mayhem. Can I actually go back to the main menu? I'm not sure if I can go back to the main menu or not from here. But yeah, this is Space Toad's Mayhem. It is by Lime Vibe Games. And it's currently $4 US out on the Steam store. You can go pick it up for yourself. Just a disclaimer again that I have received the key for this game from the developer, so bear that in mind as you have taken my words in. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.